Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new Skylanders Vlogging episode here on the channel. Now naturally this one is a little shorter than most, and that's just because of the fact that Grimsby, the town we're about to check out, doesn't have much to offer besides its notorious name of being the dangerous, most rundown town within the entirety of Lincolnshire, mind you. So today we're basically exploring it to see if it lives up to its notoriousness. Yes, that's a fancy word right there. Regardless, I even have a green screen behind me which I can edit to do whatever I want, but more importantly yet is for Skylanders to the other side of me. Yes, this definitely is an intro to a Skylanders Vlogging episode if I ever have seen it, but enough of this has been said and done with. It's time for us to start by, of course, getting to the place where we need to travel from Lincoln to Grimsby, the train station. I'll see you there. As you can see, I'm now officially at the station, and along the way I managed to check up the CX down on Lincoln. But once they had Lordus, Kingpin and Gold Queen, they had double T-Rexes as well as a Skylanders Trapsy himself pack for the Wii U of all things. Unfortunately, the right half was blocked by an actual Wii U in and of itself, but it's still a cool find within a store nonetheless. With that being said, I now just got to wait for Luke. Speak of the devil, he just so happens to be right now. So let's get this hunting trip a-rolling. Ooh, train and platforms. Anyway, there was a big announcement going on in the background. My apologies if you're hearing that. But we're still here with Luke himself by the station. And now we're just waiting for Grimsby Town, which there aren't any of the timetables up, but you can just trust our word on that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that whip pan right there. You're welcome. All together, what can we say except you're welcome. Man, it took you a while to get in on that. His brain cells are very much that word. I mean, that's a very fancy word for someone whose brain cells are being diminished. We currently seem to be in this quiet, tucked away area of the, of course, Grimsby Town station. That's a very awkward angle from which to see the sign. But anyway, Luke is there doing his thing, and with mine, well, first of all, there's a platform as well as a pigeon, which brings me to my initial thoughts of Grimsby. I'm not impressed. So the fact that, there's a lot to go from here that could be up gives me hope. But also the notoriousness of this place does not. So just let me know that I might start disappointed and I might wind up thinking this place even worse. Or I might be surprised. Let's find out. We now have this very convenient thing leading us towards the town centre and all that with floor pans as the usual British scenery would have it.
Yep, we gotta love our floor.
I mean, that made a grammatical sense, but moving back to this, I can't believe they're trying to use Costa Coffee to sell us on this place. Costa Coffee is everywhere, it's not unique to Grimsby Town.
It is cost a lot to coffee.
Yeah, you got that right. Regardless, let's continue heading in this general direction and finding out, well, what we can find. Find the stuff to be found. There's foundception. Actually, now I think about it, foundception seems like to be something to where I found something and I found something inside of the thing that I found.
Amazing.
Remember when everyone just used to add word section on the end of everything even?
Yes, it used to be a trade which Ignite still tries to continue. I'm trying so hard. He is.
To be honest, I am quite loving all of these colours right here. After getting some cheapy drinks, we popped right out into the midst of the shopping centre by the looks of it, which Luke was just talking about off camera, what it even reminds him of in the first place.
Yes, it reminds me of something and it looks very similar.
Well, yeah, look at the Centre-esque area, for example. Perfect comparison there, really.
Exactly.
So, me and Luke have had an argument for a while. He's saying that he's going to kick that over. He wouldn't dare. He got way too close right there. Anyway, Luke was struggling to find Dr. Pepper at the Powerland, and now they seem to have plenty in that previously mentioned food to go.
I like my Vimto, okay.
Regardless, I need to go over there and actually thank them for the fact that, first of all, that was a terrible soup out, but second of all, they called it a bap, and this argument I was alluding to earlier between me and Luke as to whether it's a bap or a cob, well, this confirms it, it's a bap, a bap.
It's a cop.
It's a bap is what it is. These guys just confirmed it, I need to thank them, it's a bap.
I said it's a cop. A policeman.
A cop, yeah, sure. No, it's definitely a bap, is what it is. It says so right here. There's your evidence. Boom, 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 boom.
Those are not bad prices, you know.
That ain't on.
£2.
Anyway, let's continue with the Grimsby Top Market, or Top Town Market specifically, because they did Facial for Effect. It was great. So we've now hit the main bulk of the market, and this store right here I just thought looked particularly cool even. And this Luke, as you can tell, is also checking it out.
Noticed them.
I mean, yeah, it's just pretty damn cool, the whole thing. Especially when you add in a little gush tilt for effect. Wow, when you look at the attention to detail on that pole right there, that my camera is truly bringing to light, dare I say. Regardless, we now pull our focus upon the Starbucks in and of itself, which means we're back at the Centrisk area after having checked out the market from that way. So, effectively, we've just looped around.
We have.
And boy, do we love our loops.
We do.
Loop-de-loop-de-loop-loop.
Especially hula hoops.
Ooh, butterflies. Now in this shopping centre there seems to be lots of shopping. Who saw that one coming? Well, there is a CX. I've officially found it, so let's go check it out. Like most CXs, this one here does not have a Skylanders collection to speak of, but there is Mario Golf right here for primary purpose of coming here in the first place, and it was staring us right out of the entrance, mind you, quite literally. Look at that, we literally just stepped foot and already found what it was we were looking for primarily. When I said I couldn't find anything Skylanders related inside the store, I lied, because I stumbled across right here in the Wii U section, tucked away a disced version of Skylanders Trap Team. Of course, when you buy it, you also get the Stars Pack and all the figurines, but unfortunately this does mean, unlike in Lincoln, this was not a boxed starter pack, but still a pretty cool find all the same. So just as I was leaving the store, I saw the tub of the Toys to Life goodies at the edge here with a free range that seems a little bit flipped around over there. There's a swarm right below him, and then there's your typical Kingpin and Golden Queen sites. Let's just zoom in on all of that glory so you can check it out in 4K. Isn't that awesome? So firstly, that camo green controller is looking awesome, but secondly, my Trap Team with the PS4 is still pretty expensive to this day. Much more so than the Wii U version we saw earlier. Quickly move away as I slowly pan around this massive expansive area, which I hope is normally filled up with some sort of like, you know, either one for fair rides, for rides, or
outdoor market.
Exactly, another thing I was thinking about as I pan back to you again, who seems to have looped. Regardless, the point of this is that you'll slowly see we have came out of the shopping centre with my wallet intact. It's a miracle, I tell you.
And it also looks like the front art of the Skipmaster.
That it does, he's not entirely wrong. It does look beautiful on that note. But yeah, that's about to do it for our 360-degree pan. Once again, we have the glorious floor pans. But yeah, I managed to get outside to CX, having spent only 20 quid on Blu-rays for once, which is a big shocker considering me and all that. Now, what seems to be at the end of the street is something pretty damn cool. Hopefully you can see it despite the scorching sun up there. The only reason I'm doing this is because there's an Indian restaurant back there. Now, I love myself a good Indian, but I hate generic names. And Spice Fusion is such a generic name for an Indian restaurant, especially when your tag is inspired by taste. Where's the originality right there? As I zoom in on your face apparently, emphasising your best features right there. Oh, I knocked him out by touching his lip, which was disgusting. He's off. Anyway, there's a pub and better yet, a coast somewhere around here, so we're gonna see if we can find that next. See you then. Bye bye. Fork it. I'm making a clip about these things right here. Fork it, I say. You have a spoon, a Christmas tree randomly, a puzzle piece, and a coat hanger. Oh, and now you have one of those comic book stylized type artwork pieces. It's all part of, well, Jane just could not believe the bargains here at Home Bargains. Hashtag not sponsored.
Okay, that's a unique building, but apparently down this way is the Humber Estuary, so water. So we're going to continue straight down this way, hopefully stop by the water side, for some clips and photos for the Instagram page. Let's go!
Once again, at first sight, this is nothing special, but once you pull focus, it becomes more than meets the eye. In there, it is totally dope, so I couldn't help but record it. And then on the opposite side of the road, this is the glorious side in which we can be seeing. That made sense, right?
Yes.
Total sense.
Yes.
As I kick a bottle.
Yes.
Whoopsie!
Yes.
Mistakes were made.
Yes.
Is that all you're capable of saying?
Yes.
Knew it!
Yes.
I'm on to you, you stupid robot.
Yes.
Confirmed he is both a robot and stupid.
Yes.
Wow, would you look at that? Anyway, we are not actually going to be heading up that because that looks like it has no public entry, but still pretty cool massive bridge to observe, as well as a nice harbour and all that. Now that is looking a little worse for wear.
Yeah, they haven't really maintained that, have they?
No. But what they have maintained, luckily, is a stop for us to go over from the road that shall be crossed by us next.
Yep.
Now I sound like Yoda, which I'm okay with that because Yoda's wise.
Wise I am.
Took you a while to process that, you stupid robot. Just to remind you, still a stupid robot. Oh, what a wonderful ride! I was not referring to that massive truck got away, by the way. I was referring, of course, to all of this.
Wow.
Yes, wow. Owen Wilson will be proud. And seriously, bus, stop ruining my awesome ride right here, man. Not cool.
Was it awesome, though?
Don't you be questioning it. You're too stupid to question these things. And now here we have is a wonderful shot from elevation of all of the water and the gloriousness. And we're going to have even more to check out once we get to that other side of it and show you all of that up close and personal. So you have rocks down there to the bottom left, and out the corner of one's eye you can see a Curry's PC World and Carphone Warehouse. Don't tell Luke. So we noticed this place on the way down to the harbour thing with Bob earlier, but now on our way back we're actually going to be checking out the Smiths, see if we can find any cheap Lego sets because we're both just really in the mood for building Legos.
Yeah, we are.
Plenty of goodies for the Transformers here. Anyway, I've got to make sure I speak up over music because it happens to be copyrighted. But yeah, these things are glorious. You guys know how I love my Transformers. They are a little bit on the expensive end, so I'm not going to be picking anything up, but it's cool to get to see them in store all the same.
Little cool thing, I think it's Street Fighter on a old arcade style machine for only £300-ish, which isn't bad.
So we're now done with Smiths, so check out what the stupid robot bought.
I like guns.
I like looking around to see that there's a car coming, so let's not get hit by it.
Why?
Yeah, there's a van there, so I
It's a
look around
mechanical
it all the same.
object, it won't hurt robots.
Yeah, this robot is getting more stupid by the second, but with that being said,
Stupid is a good word.
I tell you what walking through the Smith's toys did to me. It made me really,
Nostalgic.
that's one way of putting it, but another way is it reminded me of how much I miss Skylanders. You know, you used to go in those stores and see just boatloads of them. Just they had entire aisles dedicated to Skylanders, and it was so awesome to see those sections. But now they no longer exist.
Sad.
It is sad. That's exactly what it is. I take it back, and I'll become stupid by the moment. Good robot.
Thank you, Master.
I'm not his master. I'm just here with it.
Thank you, Creator.
I'm not his creator either.
What?
Plot twist of the century. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, this is a nice area. You have the stepped area in the back with the greenery right here and the water.
Focusing it in on the rumours from water. That's where fish being movement underneath the sense of water, all where ducks are up top, cleaning themselves up.
Yeah, and I mean,
Plenty of moss to go around apparently.
yeah, there is. But that's the one thing I've noticed about Grimsby as a whole. It's got a lot of water, which is quite nice. So.
Congratulations, then, as with Lincoln has plenty of water. We have water literally running through the main centrist areas, if you say.
I know.
You don't get much more water filled than that, do you?
No, you don't.
So we're now done with home bargains and by extent Grimsby. After this we're heading straight back to the station, so we will see you there. Okay, here we are at a train station.
Yes,
the Lincoln one specifically, because I never said which station I was going to be at next in specific.
Surprising.
So here we are, cut all the way to our arrival at the destination, where first things first, we're gonna go get some food.
Yes, we are.
Get our priorities straight.
I'm hungry.
Well, for Lincoln city centre is busy as always, in typical UK fashion from the train back here for UK weather. Changed itself up, and I'm emphasising the UK right now.
It's actually sunny.
After all, repetition for effect, and that effect being put emphasis on everything we are repeating, but you know, we're just going to ignore his comment, like the fact that we're ignoring his hunger and stalling away from the McDonald's even further to give you this awesome view. I mean, granted, at the far end you can see that massive view of course, where the city starts to become mountainous and all of the apartments and everything, as well as pigeons too, so you can't go much wrong with any of that really.
No, you can't.
In typical McDonald's fashion, we suffered technical difficulties, so still waiting on Luke's delicious food right now. And worse yet, you thought technical difficulties was bad. They had no ketchup, so I had to settle with brown sauce right here, but I'm okay with that. I like spicy things, and brown sauce tends to have a bit of a tang to it. As you can tell, we're now further up the high street, and Luke off camera just gave me an interesting fact about this here bridge.
Yeah, so this part right here is a bridge, as you can see by the big incline over there.
No way, that's what it is, a bridge? You could have seen that factoid come in. Okay, that was it. Facts shut down.
Nope, and this bridge is like 700, 800 years old, so the fact that it's still in use to this day is really impressive.
Okay, fine, I'm glad I let him share that all the same. But with that being said, we're going to head under that arch towards our next destination, which will also be the last one of this video, because typically my phone is running low on charge.
So is mine. Mine's like 18%. It's like, oh no.
So yes, we have some very typical endings to this here episode of Skylanders Vlogging, it would seem. And that final stop of the video is once again going to be CEX outside Lincoln. To no one's surprise, their selection is basically the same as it was for the last time we was here, with the double T-Rexes and not much else to speak of, so not particularly a high note to end off the video, but we're going to be ending off here regardless. Now, with that all being said and done, this video is coming to an end, but before that happens, I first want to thank all my Blazing Knights and Sculpting Dragons whose support allow me to continue pumping out quality videos like this one. Without them, this all wouldn't be possible. Therefore, I genuinely appreciate every last one of you from the bottom of my heart. If you enjoyed this video, I have others you can watch by clicking on screen now, and you can even subscribe by pressing the button on the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you next one, but until that moment arises, peace!